Welcome, everybody, to our weekly coach chat. And the one thing that I want to talk about, this is week 4. This is our first taper week. And hopefully in front of you,
It's
you all see
the
What?
lead trainer person for the marathon. He
Well,
talks about
what's-
the runs.
what's that? Okay. Anyway, I don't know what that was, but this is our week 4 of LA Marathon training for 2023. That's on March 19th of next year for the LA Marathon. And we are going to do, as soon as I get it going right here, there you go. Now you should, oops, boy, I screwed that up. Boy, am I gonna have to edit this thing. Let me get it through all of this. Sorry, you guys. I had it. And here we go. There we go. All right. This is week 4 of our training for the LA Marathon. And it is the first cutback taper week that we have. Now, the reason that we do a taper week is actually to replenish hormone levels and to rebuild muscle tissue. Let me explain. If you take this little traditional schedule, a lateral build where each week, each one of these little cubes, or whatever you want to call them, rectangles, consider that the equivalent of a week's worth of energy output volume, right? So your energy output, your volume basically is going up and up and up and up and up on a lateral plane, just like you see this line right here. Got it? It's never ending until you get to the very end of the training season. And then you have a 3-week taper where it goes down and down and down this green area, these 3 weeks right here at the very end. The problem with this kind of schedule is that as you're building with more and more and more and more volume, as you follow that black line at the top, you end up, whoops, here we go. You end up with, I just took away all the blocks. You still have that line, more and more and more and more, and then taper. You end up with greater energy expenditure, you end up with less and less hormone levels. So your hormones are going down and down as your volume is going up and up and up. So one of the things, creatine kinase, human growth hormone, you've probably all heard of human growth hormone. It is a hormone that is designed to help rebuild muscle tissue, right? It's an illegal substance if you take it from a pill or whatever, but our bodies do generate human growth hormone, more so when we're at periods of rest. So during a period of taper week where we're doing 40 to 50% less than the week we just did, you get your hormone levels that were going down and down and down begin to look like this. You do 3-week build, 1-week taper, 3-week build, 1-week taper. And you're basically going up and up and up with this jagged 3-week build, 1-week taper, on and on and on. Some of our faster groups will end up with a 2-week build and a 1-week taper because they're doing so much volume, but that's a whole other story. And if you take a whole season of these, it kind of looks like this, right? So you get this 40 to 50% less than the week before, 40 to 50% less than the week before, on and on and on till your final taper. So hormone levels then begin, you get rid of all the blocks. Hormone levels then begin, there's your energy output, they begin to look like this. Hang on, wait for it. As your volume goes up, the red arrow, the black arrow hormone goes down, but then when your volume goes down, your hormones are going up. So you're not depleting your hormones down and down and down and down and down till like by the end of the season, the last few months, you're in a constant state of absolute fatigue. I once asked about 90 pace leaders, way back when we had over 90 pace leaders, at a meeting, I asked them, I said, how many of you feel just a malaise of fatigue all the time, never ending for months before the final peak week. And then you taper down and it gets better. Your head clears a little better. Almost all of them raised their hands, except for one guy, Leon, who's doing the water tables and wasn't running that much. And there was one other pace leader. I don't even remember who it was. And all of them had that. They built and built and built and built, and their hormone levels were just going down and down and down until they were tired all the time. And again, the problem is you're depleting human growth hormone and creatine kinase and all these other hormones that let you rebuild muscle tissue. So if your ability to rebuild muscle tissue is going down and your volume of banging and breaking up muscle tissue is going up, what is the likelihood of getting injured? And meaning there is a much greater likelihood of getting injured. In fact, I used to fear 16-mile runs because that's when we first started seeing real injuries. The aches and pains that we're seeing now at the beginning of the season that we could take care of now, but those weren't taken care of. And by mile 16, that's where they started really becoming injuries, especially during those traditional builds that had no real interval tapers. Got it? So that's why we do a taper week. It's really critical to the overall performance of what we do. And nope, we don't need neurology tonight. So that's it. So with that in mind, I am going to turn off my recording. And again, thanks for all those who watched this online, the recording, for watching. And thanks for all of you who are online for being online. And please stay online. I'm just going to end the recording and that's it. And here we go. You'll hear a little voice.